Hello, greetings. I'm doing my first Brit stop. There's other people here. So I'm at the Seven Springs pub in Cheltenham. And this is the first of a number of Brit stops. What are Brit stops, you're asking? Let's go inside and I'll show you. Very dark. Ah! Lock the door. So, Brit stops are something that I came across with Helen completely by chance whilst in the, I can't believe I'm saying this, whilst in the Miller and Carter, where we often dine, you know. But this is Brit stops. So it's, well, you can see that, just try and have a look. So this is the guide. You have to pay, I think it's £36 for it. A little bit of a top tip. If you put it in your basket and then you decide not to check out, as I did, you get a 20% discount code. So literally just by going, oh, I'll buy that. No, I won't. You get 20% discount off, which I think is quite worth doing. You also get a code so you can download an app on your phone, and I was going to do, you know, sort of that, but that's my keys, not my phone. My phone's here. So, your phone, you can download an app. Do you like that? So, I decided it was going to be far better for me, personally, to be somewhere that I was actually allowed and given permission to be. I need to put another light on here. Rather than relying on just stealth camping, but not wanting to book into a campsite every time. So this is a new thing. I'm actually quite excited about it. So I went in the pub and I had, they weren't doing food this evening, they're short-staffed. I was going to have like a, you know, scampi and chips or something. So it cost me a Coke, literally for £3, no, it's £4.50. £4.50 for a pint of Coke. So literally for the price of a pint of Coke, or, you know, whatever, you can stay here for free. And I think it's really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish putting the blinds down. Obviously I'm, oh, not that one. I'm going to finish putting the blinds down, and I'll come back to you in a sec when I've set up. Although I have absolutely no intention whatsoever of sitting in this chair, I've decided I thought it'd be quite nice just to turn it round. I'm going to watch the TV in a moment. What could I watch? I'm going to be watching myself, aren't I? Let's face it. So, the bed has got a few bits and pieces on it at the moment. I need to have a bit of a sort out. We actually went, Helen and I, went away to Disneyland Paris, and it was brilliant. We went to Disneyland Paris this last week, which is why I'm a bit behind with video editing, and indeed we're making any films. Rick and I had a sort of a little sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Put my mind back in, about my teeth. Rick and I were going on a filming trip this week coming. We're now not going on a filming trip because I've got to go to a meeting. I've got to go to that London. I was trying to say London and then that London because I thought it was funny, and I started to say the London. I know that bum put something in that Coke. I mean, it was a pint of Coke, but, you know, so I had a pint. Trouble is I don't drink anymore, so, yeah. Anyway, so, bed I'm going to set up in 1 second, but I have put the gas on already. I learnt that last time. As soon as you stop and you're ready for your camp, whether it's a stealth camp or whether it's a Brit stop or wherever you are, put the gas on. Because if you don't, you're either going to want the heating on or you're going to want tea or coffee or hot chocolate. And you have to go outside. I've taken my shoes off whilst in the van. I don't want to have to traipse outside. So I am going to boil a kettle, have some hot chocolate. I'm going to sit down and I might watch a YouTube video or something. Might watch myself, might watch Damon, might watch Rick, might watch all three of us. I lead such a sheltered life. Well, I have had... Oops, can't really see me, can you? Oh, that's a blessing. Oh, that didn't work either, did it? Oh, learning to know about the van. So, I have had as much of my sandwich as I can actually eat. And I've got a nice hot chocolate on the go here. Well, you can see that. Lovely hot chocolate. So, yes, I'm actually more tired than I gave credit for, actually. So I think what I might do is have a bit of a sleep. I do really feel comfortable here, and I'm really hoping it works throughout the night. But yeah, not being in LA by, knowing I've got permission to sleep here, that's actually really good. So I have got the TV on, I've got YouTube on, and I might just watch myself. So yeah, I'm actually going to go to sleep though. So I'm going to get a nice early night. I dare say I will wake up in the middle of the night and do a bit to camera then, but if not, I will see you in the morning and I'll report how this Britstop has gone. Good middle of the night. Time is 3:10, and I woke up a little tiny bit chilly. I've got some of the bedding to come in, which I think is going to be invaluable, but I'm actually going to put the heating on. Did the low as well, so low and heating on, then I'll be comfortable again. But noise of the traffic going past, that's fair enough. Some weird dreams as well. Dreaming about Rick, Damon and I were camping, and I had this huge awning, and I mean huge awning. We were debating playing full-scale badminton in it. I was being attacked by these moths. But, yeah, interesting. Right. I'm going to have some more sleep. I'm going to get up, I'm going to use the loo, and then I'm going to put the heating on. I'll be back. Right, it's now 4:15. And one of the things that I've always believed in is learning. Now, although it's the middle of the night, or very early in the morning, depending on how you look at it, I have boiled myself a kettle of water, and I've done myself 2 hot water bottles. I try to be really considerate, and when parking in the car park, I'd put the overhang of the back of the motorhome over the grass, and it was quite a sort of tight thing really, and I was so very mindful of the fact that it wasn't quite grounded. But I'm not sure where the space heater is fitted, and I think it may have been sort of quite close to the ground. And I put it on because I was cold, and it cut out after about 20 minutes. So I'm hoping there's not an issue there, and I'm hoping it's just like when I put it on the first time, the vents weren't all open inside, and so it overheated. So I started the motorhome middle of the night. There are 2 other people here. I thought it was 3, but there's actually 2. So I just open the blinds, wipe the inside of the window because it's quite condensated. Started the engine, just dropped it forward a little tiny bit, and I put it back on, and I can't work out whether or not it's the right noise or not coming from the space heater, but I've just put the heating on very low. But I boiled a kettle of water. I've got 2 hot water bottles in here with me, and I've also popped my shirt back on. I was sleeping with just my pants on, but I think another key to sort of van life, particularly very middle-aged, middle-class van life, part-time, warmth is essential. So I think right clothes, hot water bottles, just take the edge off a little bit. So even though it's 4:15, I've got my my folder and my pen. I had a few ideas. I was going to do a little bit of work, but I'm also a little bit tired, and I think I might go back to sleep for a bit more, particularly now I've got my hot water bottles. Should be nice and warm. But I do remember that famous time at Ashen Plains for Damon's birthday, and I've said before, the trip was brilliant, but I think there was a recognition that trying to boil kettles of water and do hot water bottles outside the vehicle at 4 AM was a challenge. So yeah, Elvis, well, I'll see you in a bit. Well, good morning. It's now Sunday morning, and I had a really good night's sleep. I slept in. 7:45. I never do that. So yeah, I think that's evidence in itself of a good night's sleep. I have put the kettle on, and also the heating and the hot water. I had a second go with the heating in the night, and I had that on for an hour or so before I switched it off. The problem that because I put it on and it stopped working, had a fault code where I was backed up over the grass verge. I think there wasn't enough air underneath the van where the heater's fitted, and I think it cut out because there was not enough circulation. So I did actually start the van in the middle of the night and just pulled it forward a couple of metres, so I'm now hanging out of the space in the car park, but I thought that's going to be alright. I did some hot water bottles. I had the heating on for, I don't know, it was an hour and a half, maybe 2, honestly couldn't tell you. But I had it on for a bit before I got up and switched it off. And it just lifted the heat up, drove the cold away, and also I closed the roof blinds. And I hadn't thought about this, but obviously heat rises, and so it was escaping through the roof vents, even though they were closed. You know, just them being there, the heat was escaping, I think. So just closing those blinds actually made quite a difference. So that that was a good night's sleep. Heating hot water on, kettle on, and already the temperature is rising. So I think that's quite a useful tip, actually. Right, I am going to have my coffee and then cook some breakfast after that. I'll see you momentarily. So I decided not to have breakfast, well, not yet anyway. I'm almost done. I think I missed the last hour off camera, so sincere apologies about that, but today is an important day. today I've got to go and do the final bits, really the final bits of the house. And then the rest of this week is sort of taken up with work and bits and pieces. And lots of thinking, because I have learnt some bits and pieces from being here. I suppose my biggest top tip for motorhome dwelling, even part-time, is warmth, for closing those for warmth, but also being somewhere where you feel safe and secure, and you can relax and get a good night's sleep. So although I shall do other things other than Britstops, I shall do, there's park for night and just find a lay-by and what have you. I think I quite like the idea of the Britstop. So yeah, that was my first experience. I think a very positive one, and I'm certainly going to do it again. So thanks for watching. It's been an interesting little video. This not a stealth camp, this Brit camp. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you on the next one, and yeah, take care for now. Bye bye.